All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It's a great pleasure to have you all here with us tonight. Tonight is our first Ask the Audience live stream in a long time. And tonight, my question is listed down here. Do you listen to any music in a foreign language? That's what I'm curious about this week. I do have a couple of answers, and I will be sharing some of that with you here tonight. But first, I'm going to be playing a set of mostly original songs tonight. I'm bringing out a couple of rarities that I haven't played in a long time, so I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. But for now, I'm going to start with Wynn's song for you. I see you dancing there, but there's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in. And so we begin in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom. Breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me. Let it run free. There is no shame. Feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive. Feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, and now just let it flow from your depths into mine. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, so breathe it in. And so we begin in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom. Breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance and to the soundtrack of your life. But so you know, if the tension ever grows, then come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, breathe it in. And so we begin in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom. Breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thank you. Thanks so much. Once again, that's Wynn's song. And again, tonight is Ask the Audience night. Do you listen to any music in a foreign language? I guess I should mention here, Joe said La Bamba. I should mention there are a few exceptions to the rule. And those are La Bamba, Despacito, if you're closer to my age, and the Macarena. But the question still stands. Let me bring it back up here so that anybody who comes in later on can also chime in if they want to. But for now, I'm going to keep going with some of my music. And like I said before, I do listen to a few listen to a few artists and musical genres that are in a foreign language, but I don't perform any of them. Because I can barely speak this language, and God forbid I try to speak another. But anyway, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep moving along. I'm gonna play Chasing Her Dream next. Hope you're enjoying the show. Takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, a constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She packs her bags and she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away, chasing her dream. Wherever it may go, whatever it may be, she's chasing her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eye is on her as she spins around. But he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. Late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. The sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream. Wherever it may go, whatever it may be, she's chasing her dream. Heaven chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. All right, thanks again. That was Chasing Her Dream off my first album. And I'm going to do one more song here, and then I'm going to take a good look at some of the replies, see if any of you have answers to tonight's question. That is, do you listen to any music in a foreign language? Again, I have my own answers, but I'll get to those when the time comes. For now, I'm playing a set of mostly originals tonight. And I'm bringing out a couple of rarities that I don't really play very often. And this is another song off my first album. This is called Anti-Man. Take a walk with me, I'll show you who I am. You see, life's been low, but I have a plan. I know you got something that you can prove, but if you want to survive, you gotta make your move. I'm an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am an anti-man. You see, life's too short just to take things slow. Now most will say otherwise, little do they know they got it all wrong. To get the most out of life, gotta grab it by the horns and take it for a ride. I'm an anti-man, animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. I am a creature of dominance, better than any man has ever been. I don't care who's below me, as long as I win. I love to break hearts and souls, shatter in many a broken man's world. They can't touch me, 'cause I have their girl. Yes, women love me, then they hate me again. 'Cause I'm all body, no soul like a real man. I make enemies everywhere I go. By the time I'm done, I'll be up to 1,000,000 or so. I am an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. Wrong again, I am the anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy, and I will turn you into my toy. I am the anti-man. All right, thanks again. That was Anti-Man. Now listen, I need to cut off for a second. I just had a little equipment malfunction here, so I need to put a graphic up and I'm going to get that fixed, and I'll be right back. Just excuse me for 1 second. All right. Okay. I think I'm back up and running now for the rest of the show. But I do have some lingering issues that need to be dealt with once the show is over. But regardless, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am going to look through some of the answers that you have. If any of you do listen to music that is written in a foreign language, let's see. Let's see what we got. My mom said no. Mom said no, since I don't know any other language. Quite frankly, I don't either, but I still have a couple of answers in there. But you don't need to understand any other language to be able to enjoy. I think Joe Aiken is giving mostly joke answers. Very Jacques. And parts of Michelle. I don't know. But nonetheless, thanks for answering nonetheless. And I see that James Zotti is here joining us on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us again. It's always a pleasure to have you here. All right, and I'll leave the question open for a little while longer. I can't let the show run too late tonight because I have to be somewhere once we're done. But nonetheless, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll be giving my answer to this in a little while. But first, I'm going to move on with another rarity that I don't really play that much. Another one off my first album. This is called The Hero. Fire bright, blood is boiling high. After yet another fight, about something she said. Her love knows as his fears grow, and her tension shows. She goes where she's led, away from home and city light, out to where the moon's the only thing that shines so bright. Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her from the pain that overtakes her? His eyes take her by surprise, the hero's strength and pride, his stride and his dance. Her breath slows, she falls as the hero goes. He smiles and says hello with a moment's glance. Forget the trouble in her home, a tap on his shoulder as the evening takes its toll. Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her from the pain that overtakes her? 3 in the morning, lying on the hero's bed, she lies awake and guilt is raging on. Her lie won't stand the test of her love's knowing head, and he's gone. Her love is gone. Lonely, restless and longing, turns out the hero was a villain in disguise. He turns onto another girl. She looks to her broken world, and tears fill her eyes. It wasn't worth it, now she knows. Now she'd take it all back to bring her love back home. Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her from the pain that overtakes her? Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her? Can a hero save her from the pain that overtakes her? All right, thanks again. Thanks again so much. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. We're going to keep moving along, and all right, going to move right along with another song of mine. This is "Build This City." Patterson on the bread box line. He lost his home on his own dime. She rules the bright light serenade with a child at her promenade. A thinning man in the tightest jeans, a husband sick in bed asleep. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build the city. Innocence with charcoal skin, his brother shot by a blue man's tin. A mother trapped in a textile mill risks her hand for her mouth to fill. Concrete towers proud and tall, how many iron workers fall. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. We used to be a solemn land, planted firmly in the sand. Then shops were called our conscience here. Wake up to see just what they did. They ripped apart the prophet's tongue, and the murderer is free to run. The gambler hits the slope in stride, climbing up to the money's high. The working man is a beggar's kiss. God knows we are better than this. So from the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. 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 All right. Thanks again. That was "Build This City," and Kat. I think Kat said this song about the hero. You should play that more often. I think I will. I'm not exactly sure when that can possibly come up again, but nonetheless, thank you so much. Well, now I'm going to answer my question here. Do you listen to any music in a foreign language? And again, if you still want to answer and haven't yet, then please feel free to do so. I do listen to a couple of different genres of music in a foreign language, 3 in particular. And usually when I listen to music that's in a foreign language, it's because I enjoy the sound of the music more than anything else. And that is the case with my 3. Two of the answers I have are music that is written and performed in very ancient, traditional, and somewhat primitive languages, and another one is from a modern language. And the inspiration for this question this week came from a growing trend in popular music of music in foreign languages becoming popular here in the United States with reggaeton, which is a Spanish genre, and K-pop, which is Korean pop, which has becoming extremely popular in recent years. But I listened to three in particular. The first is Ancient Hawaiian, which was spoken on the Hawaiian Islands before the United States annexed it. And there's a very rich history of traditional Hawaiian folk music that is out there by artists like the Brothers Casimiro, the Makaha Sons, and my personal favorite, Israel Kamakawiwa Ole, who you know from that Ukulele Somewhere Over the Rainbow cover that I play once in a while. The second is Scottish Gaelic folk music, which is with one performer in particular who does a very, very good job at it. Her name is Julie Fallis. And I actually discovered her because she had a song in a movie that was actually in English, in a movie called Brave, which was a Pixar film. And she had two songs in there, one called Touch the Sky and another called Into the Open Air. But I dug a little deeper into her stuff, and she performs primarily in Scottish Gaelic, which I'm discovering is a very beautiful language that's only spoken by 1% of people in Scotland, or at least known by only 1% of people in Scotland. And the other, this one's a little bit unusual for me, considering the other two. The other is J-pop, Japanese pop. Something you should know about me is that I am a fan of anime. I'm not a huge fan, but I am a fan enough of it. And I've discovered in recent months or so that I've become a bigger fan of anime music that they play during those, which are usually performed by, Japanese pop stars, than I am of the actual show itself. But that's just the way my mind works. So I got a couple of, I got a couple of artists that are like loaded up on my regular playlists, and find myself listening to them every once in a while. And I find myself really enjoying the music. For most of these songs that I'm talking about, I don't really know what the songs are about, because a lot of the times I don't bother looking up the meanings of some of these songs, and that's not a requirement. If you listen to music in a foreign language just because of the way you love the sound of the music or the way the voice is, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to know what the songs mean. You just got to admire the songs and the music itself. That's the most important thing. So that's what inspired me to ask this week's question. So I'm going to leave it up for a little while longer in case people who are coming in want to give their answers as well. Please feel free if you haven't yet. But for now, I'm going to continue on with my set. This is another one I don't play very often. This is called It Was Never You. Did you ever really move on when she said goodbye? I can see you sitting home alone, the tears still flooding your eyes. 18 months, that's all it was, that you held her in your arms. The time was short, but love was young. But then she tore it all apart. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. Yet there's something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. 18 years they say is young to know exactly where you belong. She made her choices out of fear from what her daddy said was wrong. She could never settle for what someone else thinks is right. She has to find out on her own. It took too long to realize. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. Oh, you're a good man, faithful, every morning like the sun. So why would she let everything just come undone? She grew up, she said you could never be the one. You can't believe it's true. Oh, it was never you she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. It was never you. Oh, it was never you. Never you. All right, It Was Never You. I'm going to roll right into the next one here. This is My Rescuer. It either flies through like a truck without headlights, or toll booths meddle with the flow. The endless highway flies through mountains, falls, and deserts to where I don't even know. Where's my rescuer to guide me home? I breathe the smoke in as the bullets fly above me, fired from far enough away. I try to sleep, the battle rages on against me. Here I cannot stay. Where's my rescuer to save the day? They're cries of hatred for the solitude I treasure. Needs a fire to be born. Hatred burns a spark and silos fuel explosions. But love is safe and warm. Where's my rescuer to calm the storm? All right, thanks again. That was my rescuer. I'm gonna move right along. We're gonna close up shop in a few minutes here. I do need to go somewhere after this, so I do apologize for the short show, but I am gonna close up shop after 2 songs here, and then we're gonna move on and get ready for next week, which is going to be All Request Night. So if there's anything that you want to hear, be ready for next week with any requests, any songs that you want to hear me play. But for now, I'm going to do the only cover I was planning on doing tonight, and going back to the theme, I was going to do that version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Israel Kamakaviva Ole, who I mentioned before. That I mentioned before, usually performed, I should say, in native Hawaiian language, but also did music in English as well. And he was a very beautiful performer. And as those of you who have heard, if you're one of the over 1 billion people who have seen Brother Iz's cover of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you know how great of a performer he really was, and how and crisp his and bell-like his voice was. Pretty beautiful. So I'm going to play that for you tonight. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. High, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Oh, someday a wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Oh, why can't I I see trees of green and red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white, and the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Oh, why can't I? All right, thanks again so much. That was a melody of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and What a Wonderful World, as arranged by Israel Kamakaviva Ole, as I mentioned before. So now I'm going to do one more song for you. Thank you all so much for being here. It's always a great pleasure to have here. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kyle Hancherik. I'm coming to you from Warwick, New York, and it's a great pleasure to have you all here. I'm going to put up a little bit of information about some of the stuff that I do and how you can help out the show and continue on. And we can continue on doing this. And it's always fun to be able to play for all you. So if you want any information on how you can support the show, just look at the ticker tape down bottom here. And that'll tell you everything you need to know about how you can help out. Thanks again so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you. I'm going to close out with the way I usually do, with how you say goodbye. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week for All Request Nights. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures the temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes in a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can't fit in this old room. But as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. Swing on the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you so much. Great pleasure to play for you guys, and thanks again so much for joining me tonight. And I'll put up the reminder real quick for, whoops, that's not it. For next week's stream. Again, if you're new here, we do these every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'm actually going to be taking 1 week off this November, and that's going to be the one right before Thanksgiving, because I have some new equipment that I just bought, and I'm going to be using it for the live streams. And but that's not until 2 weeks from now. So next Tuesday, we'll be back on board with our monthly all request night. So think of your songs now. And let's see, what else do I have going on? Let's see, I have, well, NERFA. NERFA is coming up this week. I do have some things I need to do to prepare for that. I'm playing showcases on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday out there. It's being held this year in Asbury Park, New Jersey, at the beautiful Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel, which is right on the north end of the boardwalk at Asbury. It's a very, very beautiful place. I've been there a few times. And let me think. I have a show the following Saturday, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mom, if you're in the chat. I have it at the Last Whiskey Bar in Warwick on November 19th, which is the Saturday, I believe. I don't remember the exact time, but there will be info on it soon. So if you're in the local area, I encourage you to come out. The place is a little bit tough to find, but once you do find it, you'll get there. I'll have info later on in the week, and I'll post it up on Facebook and everywhere. But thank you very much, nonetheless, for joining me tonight. I will be back again next week for All Request Night, and I will see you guys then. Peace and love, you guys. Take care of yourselves.